everyone, Thordan Smash here, and the Uprising collection event is about to end, and with that ending, we will be getting a new trailer this week for the brand new Final Fantasy collaboration event, which has a lot of people very excited, and it has some new stuff coming to the game. We're going to cover what's going on with the Uprising event ending, and what you can expect from the Final Fantasy event. We're also going to go ahead and give out some of these skins that will be coming in the Final Fantasy event. All you got to do is like, comment, subscribe, and if you are a winner, you will be announcing tomorrow's video, and you'll be able to collect some of those skins. But without further ado, let's jump into today's video. So tomorrow, the Uprising collection event will finally be at an end, and it was a pretty controversial event when we look at it. There was a lot of good stuff in it, like this Octane skin, which is probably one of the best free skins we've ever gotten. It was interesting to see some of the new perk systems being added into the game. I will say though that the LTM ended up being a huge flop, and it made a lot of people very upset. It just wasn't a very well fleshed out mode. There had to be changes done within the game. It wasn't available the entire event. It was only certain days that it could be done on, and honestly, it probably would have been good to have Winter Express come back for just a few days, or at least have the 3 strikes mode, which was insanely popular during the Post Malone event, come back and take place during the days that we did not have the Rev Army LTM. All that being said, I don't know if Respawn got a good feedback loop on the new perk system. Some of it was pretty interesting, the fact that it's in an unranked system. We do know from leaks that it is going to be something that actually goes into the game full time, at least in pubs. This comes from True Serum. That was a playtester that went on Reddit and gave us a bunch of information. I'm sure that after the event, there are going to be some changes to how the perks work, and that Respawn got some information. But overall, this event, other than selling us a lot of winter skins, and I mean a lot, not only did we have the collection event skins, they had an entire winter sale that was all winter themed. There wasn't a lot to talk about this event. However, we did get a new trailer right after the Game Awards, which showed us a Final Fantasy collaboration coming, which got a lot of people hyped. Final Fantasy VII is going to be releasing in February, and this event is going to be leading up to it, and we do know a bit about it already. Now, we know that there are going to be a bunch of skins, and these come from Hypermist, and it's going to be iconic skins for Wraith, Newcastle, Crypto, Valkyrie, Watson, and Horizon. There will also be epics for Nemesis, Mastiff, Car SMG, and Lifeline. And in case you don't know what an iconic skin is, they were introduced to us in the Post Malone event. You can see the 4 here with Lifeline, Octane, Wraith, and Horizon, although it doesn't seem to be that much of a difference between regular legendary skins. They're just called iconic. I guess it's a way to drive up sales, but if you're curious about what the difference is, there really isn't one. Hopefully for this Final Fantasy event, we do get a free prize tracker like last time. Players were able to actually get jackets by entering a raffle by just playing the game. And I hope Final Fantasy does something along with that as well. Along with that, there does seem to be something involving the Buster Sword, which is from Final Fantasy. You can see Crypto wielding it right here, and no one really seems to know what this is yet. There is a lot of speculation that it's going to be the artifact dagger. Once again, coming from True Serum, it's going to be a free heirloom, and it's going to be a task type quest to earn it, and if not, well then yeah, collection event wouldn't surprise me either. Although it is important to know from inside information that this Final Fantasy event is going to be a form of collection event, unlike anything that we've seen before. Probably not like thematics, but something a little bit different. It would be cool if the Buster Sword was a free artifact dagger heirloom that everyone got to wield. If it ends up being an actual heirloom, it's going to be a little bit odd, and also I think it would take up too much screen. The other interesting thing is if this event will have anything tied to with Horizon. As we do know, she actually travels through time using Baranthium and a number of other things, and she is the one actually investigating the Buster Sword, which does have a blue hue around it. I wouldn't be surprised if this collaboration event has something to do with Horizon's lore and her trying to get back to her son Newt. I could definitely see that being the case. And there's also something called a mobile teleporter, which could very well line up with this event. It makes a ton of sense because, well, teleport, Final Fantasy event going on, teleportating between dimensions. It just lines up. We don't know too much about the survival item, other than the fact that it is called a mobile teleporter, and it is, once again, a survival item. There could also be some lore dealing with Octane, as his grandpa slash dad is now no longer in the picture, and he finds a glass tube, which is a stim tube, which has a purpley thing going on, which once again could match up with the colors that we see in the trailer, but we just don't know that much about it. What is going to be absolutely critical for this event though is that they give us a good LTM. That's really what the crux of these events should be, just like the Post Malone event. It's very cool that we got Post Malone skins, but what really made that event so memorable was the fact that it had the 3 strikes LTM, which was an absolute blast. Now, a known leaker, Oz, has given us a bunch of LTMs that are being worked on. What I think would be pretty cool is the Nitro LTM, which is a BR LTM, which is what players typically like, which has 4 teams of 3, dedicated POI or small map, Titanfall 2 map, start with only a level 2 Evo and helmet, and ring does 25 damage per tick. And he speculated that it could be what Rumble turned out to be, which was that solos mode. There are a bunch of different possibilities, but I do hope this is generally what we get along with new LTMs. We are going to be getting a trailer this Thursday actually for the Final Fantasy event. Could come a little bit sooner, but this is going to be the big make it or break it event for 2024 for Apex Legends, because as the player base has declined by 50% slash 44% depending on who you read from, it is absolutely imperative that they start turning the ship around and giving us solid content going forward. Let me know down below, what was your opinion on the Uprising collection event, and how do you think it it compares to the Final Fantasy event and what are your expectations for it. Also, if you're looking for some content on the finals, I do a bunch of news and updates on this channel right here. I highly appreciate it if you guys check it out and if you like it, and you know, it means a lot to me. Anyways, until next time, Legends, keep slaying the Outlands. I'll see you out there.